Okay, so double checking first that everyone has their math spirals at their desks. Beautiful. Okay, we're not going to need them exactly this moment, but we will need them when we do the activity in just a little bit. So push them to the side. You can even plop your pencils into the middle tin because we're just going to be using our brains and our voices for this first part. Okay? Huskies, I'm digging it. You guys are right on it. I love it. Okay, so this morning you got a little preview to the learning target for this afternoon. And as always, the teacher target is very proper. It's very wordy, and it's not really how we talk in real life. So the teacher target for today: divide a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number based on place value strategies. Okay. So what I'm going to ask you to do is to just simplify that for me. So it's in student language, and if a student were to come in and read your target, they'd be like, oh, is that what she was trying to say? I have a way better way to say it. So that's what we're doing for the second part, right, Jose? So I'm going to have you guys put your heads together and discuss this a little bit. Okay. What do you think?
Divided divided number that has 2 vowels by a number that's 1 vowel.
Okay. And what about this whole place value strategy?
Use like place value strategies to divide 2-digit number by a 1-digit.
So what do you guys remember about place value or place value strategies?
It has like tens. Yeah.
Okay, so base 10. Right, so hundreds, tens, ones, and chunking it out. Okay, I think we're on the right track. I think this is going to be pretty easy because you guys nailed it straight out the gates.
Oh, okay. So I have like two letters and you times it by 1.
So clarification on the place value strategies. What did you guys think that was all about?
I think it was having like 2 numbers, basically the tens, like 29 times 3, yeah.
Okay.
And so basically that's kind of how it works. The the value of it too.
Okay, so like the values of the tens, the values of the ones.
So
Yes, why they're there.
Exactly.
So is it dividing a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number?
Uh-huh.
I don't understand the based on the place value strategies.
Yeah, that's the part I was a little iffy on as well. The Eagles have something to share out about that might help it click, so stay tuned. Holy smokes, that was quick. Okay, so really good discussions going on over here. I'm sure there was wonderful discussions going on over there, as always. I'm going to go ahead and pull colored sticks, and I'll have that person share out for your group. It could be your own personal idea or something that you heard someone else say that you thought was pretty interesting as well. So let's go this first round with red dot. Okay, so identify who your red dot is. And you have 10 more seconds. Head together, prep that team member. Let them know. What are you going to share out, red dot?
What are you going to share out?
Maybe you could do a double-digit number by a single-digit number based on the place value.
All right. Sweet. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and start with Vikings. Oh my gosh. What do you think this means?
It was kind of hard. Maybe like dividing a 2-digit number by a 1-digit number with a place value strategy.
So what does that mean though? Place value strategy. That sounds super complicated. I'm not really quite sure what that means. Do you have any background knowledge about place value? Place value charts? Yeah. Place. Say again? That's okay. Mason, do you want to help her out? Place value. So basically the ones and the tens. Now it's coming back to me. Okay. Wildcats. What can you add to that?
Skip counting.
Okay, skip counting by like any number? Okay. Can you give me an example of a number? So counting like 2, 4, 6, 8, on and on and on. Maybe. Eagles.
Dividing a two-digit number with a one-digit number by base 10.
Ooh, base 10. And what did you say, Mason? The ones, the tens. Base 10. I see a connection here. Alrighty. Huskies?
Dividing a two-digit number by a one-digit number is you're trying to find the quotient, and by using strategies like over strategy, skip counting, and facts, and
Yada, yada, yada.
Yeah, over strategy. So if I had something tricky like a 9, I could use the over strategy to go to a quick 10, which I'm really good at, and then work my way back. I can dig it. And last and certainly not least, Cougars. What are we thinking? Anything you want to add?
To divide a two-digit number to groups, like if it was 42 divided by 2,
Okay.
that into 2 groups, like split it.
Okay. Okay. So like chunking it out into groups. And what did you guys feel about the whole place value strategy spiel right there at the end? Any connections or questions?
Right.
What do you think, Jose?
Well, what I think about it is doing 2 digits, so that's just 2 numbers, so like 29, and there's 1 digit, so it's like 29 times 3, and it's talking about the value of where they're placed, why they're placed there.
The value of why they're placed there. So he's thinking, I have a 2 in the tens place. What does that mean? And how can I divide that number? So good, so good. So I'm going to kind of take a combination of your ideas. I liked the use of the word place value, base 10, chunking, and dividing, of course. Oh, and quotient, Huskies. Using the word quotient, super mature. All right, so let's say dividing two-digit numbers using chunking with base 10. And I think the Huskies kind of talked about using the over strategy. If you had something that you were dividing by 9 and that's a little wonky, you could divide by 10 and go from there. Why would using a strategy like that help you? I mean, division is all around you guys. Like, it's on a daily basis that I'm using division to divide up groups, divide up crackers between the girls, divide up hours in the day. Like, I'm using division, no joke, all the time. So why would having a strategy like this in my back pocket be helpful? Heads together, 30 seconds.
So you know your back's like, okay, I have.
Totally.
You need to divide parts of the day into smaller groups. So then you can do everything you want to do between that span of 1 hour and 24.
So like time management. Absolutely. Is there anything in class that we have to share on a daily basis? Papers. I'm passing out papers all the time, right? Pencils. I'm making sure I have enough sharpened pencils per group.
Books.
Books, highlighters. And do you notice that I have 5 table groups? So I'm always skip counting by 5s. Okay, I need 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 papers. Or whatever, you know.
And when we were passing out the books in the morning, to check how many books we had for every person,
Yes.
I divided them by everyone, and we had 1 remainder.
That was right. And then we made that group of 3. Boom. Good connection. Super good conversation. Once again, I'm going to ask for volunteers this time. Does anybody want to share out how they might be able to use this? Why a strategy like this would be good to have? Abby, start us off.
Well, me and Mason were thinking about the equation where it's like, say me and the
Eagles?
son in the house and the mom has to split the money between the 3 friends, and she has the limited money.
Okay.
That's like dividing the money for each of them so they got an equal amount.
Cool. Money. I heard money. And I know when you guys are dealing with money, you are not skimping out. Everyone's going to get exactly what they want, right? Emily, what about you?
You're like a cash register, and the cost was like $10, but the person gave you 20. You have to like divide it by by 2 and get it to like 10.
Totally. So I hear money. Daniel? Jackson?
Time management.
Yes, we had a really good conversation about time management over there.
Because in the day, you need to compact every hour into things that you can do between that span of 1 hour and 24 hours.
Right. You need time to sleep. You need time to eat. You know you're going to be at school for a certain amount of hours. You have responsibilities at home. So really dividing up the hours of the day, dividing up the money that you have. Ben?
But like when you get older, you might need it for a resume, for a job, or how if you work construction biddle and you draw out the blueprint.
Yeah, the blueprints.
You find how big it is.
Yes.
And find out how hard it would be.
Yeah, and we do it every day with like 3-column notes. We naturally can fold our paper into 3 equal columns now. When we started, it wasn't that way. But now we can spatially see a piece of paper, divide it into 3, just like a blueprint. You know what I mean? Okay, so I hear jobs, I hear money, I hear time management, and those are all truly real life skills. Now I'm going to ask to challenge one of you guys to maybe give me a sentence in student language. Why is this important? Cayman, give it a shot.
Because if you grow up and you don't know how to divide stuff, you might like give extra stuff to people.
Yeah. So not sharing equally, making mistakes, right? You don't want to like give your money away if it's not.
And if it's someone else's money that you're borrowing.
Ooh, for sure. Bear?
Because in life, the world will throw things at you, and you have to know how to divide stuff. If I'm like a cash register at a Walmart or something, I have to know how to divide stuff. That way, I know that I will be safe there, working there. And I'm not going to give someone $20 when they paid $15 for it, and they gave me a $30. I now have to give them $15 back. I wasn't willing to give them $20 because I'm giving them $5 extra, and that'd not be good.
Okay, I think I got it. So when you're an adult, you need to manage your time, money, and space. Okay. Oh, and your taxes. True. Tell me, Jose.
So, on here are 101. So, if she were splitting a cookie between 2 friends, you have 3 cookies. You give one to yourself, you give one to the other, but then what about the next cookie? What are you going to do with that?
You mean like a remainder cookie?
Yes, what are you going to do with that when you're
said there's
dividing
3 people.
Do you think I could?
2.
Do you think I could take that remainder cookie and like cut it in half?
Yes.
Yes. So like using fractions to represent a remainder.
Because you're not always going to need just to divide to get something. Sometimes you can just split something apart, not by groups.
Yeah.
Just by length, you can cut it straight in half, split it equally.
Split is a synonym for divide, so it is the same thing. Nice connection. Okay, here's what I'm going to ask you to do very carefully. We're going to come to the carpet. For my scouts, I want Daniel Jackson and Emily Lewis. So let's carefully make our way to the carpet. Alrighty, so let's review this poster that we've made. Division strategies. Like I said, one of my favorite things about mathematics is that you're working to get to one answer, but there are several different ways you can get there, and that's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. So when we made this poster, we talked about a question like, 29 divided by 3. We said, okay, we could share out 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, until we run out. That would work. That'd probably be pretty precise too, right? But let's think about how much time that would take. Remember, good mathematicians are efficient. Does anybody remember what efficient means? Or solving problems efficiently. Turn and tell someone near you real quick.
They're quick at it, but they're just like
And
making their answers right. Good and quick.
boom. So Isaiah hit it on the head within like 5 seconds. Working quickly and accurately. So yeah, this would be very accurate, but I have a feeling this would take a long time, especially when you get into dividends like 273 divided by 3. You're going to be passing out for a long time. So let's move on. Share out in bigger chunks. So pulling out 5s, your friendly 5 facts, pulling out 10s if you can. Skip counting until you get close to the number, and then see if there's any left over. So we could skip count by 3s to 29. Let's try it. 3,
6, 9, 12,
15,
18,
21,
24,
27. Okay, and then, well, that was pretty quick.
Not quick enough.
But what if I have the number, I don't know, 642? Skip count by 3s. Okay, ready, go. 3, 6, stop. That would take forever to get to the 600. Are you kidding me? So maybe not efficient with time. And then the last one, use the multiplication facts that you know. If you know 9 times 3 is 27, that tells you the answer is 9 with a remainder of 2. We talked about, okay, knowing your facts. 3 times 9 is 27, 28, 29. Okay, 9 remainder 2. That's pretty quick. So I think using your facts, I don't know, let's vote. Let's just vote. Which one do you think is the most efficient? That means quick and accurate. Sharing out by ones? Okay, good. We're on a roll. Sharing out in bigger chunks, chunking out your 10s, your 5s. No, you don't. Not fast enough? Okay. Skip counting? Maybe. I kind of think skip counting. I don't know. Especially, okay, anyway, we'll get into that. And just using your facts? Really? Okay, hands down. So do you see how crucial it is for you to know your facts? You gotta know your facts, guys. Okay, cool. So today, hey guys, today, I'm gonna give you a word problem, and it's a money problem. And I'm gonna give you fake money to figure out this problem. And you can refer to these division strategies, try them all and see which one is most accurate and most quick. So I'll put that there. So let me show you. Yes, Bear.
What are we doing with our group members?
With your group tables, yes. Here is the question. Money for endangered wildlife. The students in Mrs. Nash's class have been raising money for the last few months. They earned $72 in all. They want to donate equal amounts to 3 different organizations that help endangered animals. If they donate all the money they earned, how much will each organization get? Okay, so I'll leave this up on the board. Now, the reason I want your math spirals at your table is because, see where it says strategies? I want you to kind of sketch and take notes as you guys are solving, and maybe sketch out some dollar bills or talk about how fast one strategy was versus how slow another strategy was. And then I'm going to have you guys share out about what strategy worked best for your group. Yes, Bear?
I'll figure out the answer.
Well, what do you always say, Daniel? It's not about the destination, it's about the journey. Yeah. Right, good. So that tells me you know your facts. Yes, Abby.
So, do we have to try to solve this problem with those kind of strategies on the book?
Yeah. Any other questions? Okay. Scouts?
Isaiah?
Excellent. And was he solving problems, making good decisions, or showing respect? Thank you.
He was making good decisions.
Tell me more. I can't wait to hear about this.
Because instead of talking or not sharing out, he shared out, got it right, paid attention,
Mm-hmm.
and even though I didn't
Yeah,
One second.
no problem.
Even though I didn't see him slanting, it felt like he was slanting.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I could feel his eyes on me. And the fact that he was paying attention, got the answer right, it really moved all of us along with him, right? Because we've had those moments where we call on someone and they're like, I don't know. Then it slows all of us down, right? So the fact that he's engaged, ready to go, helps all of us as learners too. Yeah. Nice job. Emily, who'd you see?
I was just too focused on the.
Oh no, you were too focused that you forgot to be a scout?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna have you continue to be a scout throughout today's lesson, and I want you to kind of scope out the room as we're working and see if you see anyone at the end of the lesson. Okay, so for now, Isaiah, go ahead and go star up 2 times. And before we leave the carpet, let's roll our 9s. Go. 9,
18, 27, 36, 45, 54, 63, 72, 81, 90.
Joe's gonna have you pass one of these out to each group. Yeah. What? And Bella, will you take your pencil and your spiral and join the Vikings so they have a fluffier group? More people. Perfect. All right. You have bags of money at your table. Now, a couple things that I'm looking for. I don't want one single person taking the money and commandeering the whole exercise. I know there's a couple of you who grab it, do it real quick, and be done. That's not what this is about, right? This is about exploring different ways to solve it, finding the way that's most efficient, and working together as a group. Yes? So in your bag, you'll find $20 bills, you'll find $10 bills, $5 bills, and $1 bills. Your task is to first figure out what equation are you solving for. In here, I see 72 and I see $72 being divided amongst 3 different charities or different organizations. So first thing I'd like your group to do is decide what equation are you solving for? What division equation are you solving for? Once you agree, go ahead and start passing out the money.
And sometimes if you go the longest way, then it shows you how you can do short ways.
Yeah.
Like for instance, going the longest way in a road trip shows you other ways you can do it easily because the longest way is basically the bare bones part of every.
I would say that would be like learning from your mistakes, right? Taking the long route and then figuring out how to work smarter next time. Okay, good. Did we decide what equation we're working on?
72 divided by 3.
Excellent.
Alright, so
All right, did we decide what equation we're solving?
Yes. 72 divided by 3.
Okay, Benjamin, why don't you open up your spiral and write that down?
We could do sharing out by please. Sharing out by ones first. Of course. 20s.
Good, I like it. Did we decide what equation we're solving for?
72 divided by 3.
Excellent.
because
And real quick, what equation are we solving for?
72 divided by 3.
Excellent. And I heard you say, I can tell this is already not going to work.
Because
So we could break that 10 up though, right? With a couple 5s or maybe even 10 1s. Yeah.
no, you don't have 35, 40, 45, 50, wait, 55, 60, no, 60, 65.
I passed them out, so since he got the 1s, he got the 5s, he got the 7s, and I got the 20s.
Too big.
I like how you guys shared the workload. That was smart.
About 72.
So you guys took your 20s, got to 60 quick. 20, 40, 60. And then had how much left over after that? So that would be 72 minus 60.
We can start with our 20s.
How much is that left over? 70? 12. Oh, and then you were just left with 12 divided by 3. And that made it pretty quick. Okay, can you try another way? Yeah. So there you go. I like that.
It has to be divided by 3 evenly, like it. So we don't have to. So we could go like 20, 40, 60, 70. So we can't use 20s because we don't have an extra 2. And we also want to be able to divide it into equal. So we'll check 10.
Well, why couldn't you start with the 20s?
Because if after 60, if we went to 70, it wouldn't grow even after that. So we have our 3 groups to start.
But you don't have 70. You have 72.
Yeah, because then we'd have to grow that, or we need.
I was thinking that like
more 20s to make
20
it
and a 10 and 2 ones.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, but you said we have to.
Yeah, you can start with a base of 20 and then throw in some 10s, throw in some 5s. It can be a combination of bills.
So,
Because you're right, if we used all 20s, it's not going to come out evenly.
wait, hold on. So we could use mixed bills, but we have to have the same amount of bills in each
Yeah.
group.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Okay.
Like, that's an exact amount that we still could be
Yeah, exactly. Yes. There you go. Alright, how many ways have you guys tried to solve this so far?
1, 2.
Could you say with certainty one of them is more efficient than the other?
Yes. That one.
Which one was that one?
Long distance.
So what did you need to know for that?
The facts.
Yes. And I'm seeing a lot of chaos here. Do you have 3 specific piles going? Can you unruin it
Yeah, I can.
or fix it?
Yeah. So we did 3 20s and then we did 4.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Because right here it just looked like you made it rain and then walked away. Yeah. There we go. So how many ways did you guys solve this so far?
First we done share by 1 and we got the answer 24. I had to do long division.
You did share out by ones? Like 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you?
So I did long division, so I was like, wait, but how do we know this could be divided by evenly? This is what we did. I divided it and I got 24, so I did long division.
So you knew you could stick with it. All right, 131, you got about 2 minutes to finish up your strategies and discussions.
30.
Kept the 4 for each because they knew that would equal 12 and then 2 10s is equal to 20, so
40. Yeah, so
So instead of starting with the 20 base, you started with 10s, and you were able to go through 2 times.
so we kind of just divided everything into, by 20, 40, 60.
Okay. So that helped to know,
The ones are still the same.
right.
we can use 20.
Okay. All right, about 30 seconds to finish up.
But there's not. There has to be. There has to be.
Don't use
Has to
ones.
have the
Don't use
same
ones.
amount of.
Don't use ones. Yeah. Then we use ones. Yeah, we use ones from there. So you have to put down the. Yeah, that was.
That's 60, 70. And then 2 1s. 2 1s? But there's not enough 20. These are the 20s right here.
Okay. It's 60, 20, 40, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72. Boom.
Boom. Boom. I'm most impressed with how well everyone worked together. That made my teacher heart happy. Okay, to start, did anyone just divvy it out by ones, sharing by ones? You had 3 groups going. 1, 2, 3, going to 72, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Did anyone take that approach to begin with? Mason, did you guys do that?
So we did that.
Uh-huh.
Basically, we did that. But at first we shared out in bigger chunks. But then we moved sharing out every was. We then had enough and we shared out the big chunks. So then we moved to share out.
Okay. So starting out with the big chunks and then ending it with the ones. Okay. So let me just ask again real quick. Did anybody divvy out the entire $72 in $1 bills? No? Do we all agree that that was not the most efficient way?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Let's move on from that then.
Yeah.
Share out in bigger chunks. Which ways did we do that? Isaiah.
My group divided it by 2, and we tried to use the least amount of ones possible.
Okay. So what did you start with?
We put 2 20s down, then we put 2 10s on top of those,
Okay.
and then, 2 5s, and 2 5s and 20s, like that, and 2 5s and 5s, and 1 and 1.
So you straight away went for a mixture. You wanted to use a little bit of everything.
Because if we did 30 plus 30, that's 60, and then we needed 12 more. So 5 plus 5 is 10, plus 2 more is 12.
And why did you divide it into 2 groups instead of 3?
Because 2 is closest to 3, and we figured 2 would be easier than dividing it by 3. Because we all knew our 2 facts better than
Oh, excellent. She said, we all knew our 2 facts better than we knew our 3 facts. So they took a number like 72, noticed it was even, divided it in 2, and then worked from there. Interesting. Okay, okay. Cayman, what about you guys?
We did 3 20s, so that was 60, and then we did 4 ones, so we had the 12. So we basically added 60 plus 12.
Oh, okay. I like it. That's kind of what you guys did up here, right, Christensen? So let's start with Kinsey's strategy. She did 72 divided by 2, and that gave you what? When you took that 72 and put it in half? 36. Because she thought to herself, and I'm going to write just what she wrote, we're better at our 2 facts than 3s. And then they worked up from there. And Cayman said, oh, well, we did 20s straight out the gate, 3 piles of them, and that gave us $60. Then I knew the difference between 72 and 60 was 12. I took the remaining $12, put them in $1 bills, and divided them into 3 groups. And that's a fact we're probably all more comfortable with, right? 12 divided by 3 equals 4, right? Okay, perfect. So, what was the answer? You know, I'm not so concerned with the answer. I love the journey, but I do kind of need to know the answer. What was the answer, Bella?
Each place got $20.
Each place got $24. Did you double check that with multiplication? If you didn't, take a minute to check that in your math spiral with multiplication. You guys are telling me that 72 divided by 3 equals 24. Then 24 times 3 should equal 72 if commutative property works out, right? Did anybody check that? Confirmed? Confirmed? Abby? Confirmed. Nevaeh? Confirmed. Mason? Good. All right. So when you're solving a tricky division problem, double check it with multiplication, and that's just a way to check your answer easily. Okay. Okay. Could you just stack your dollar bills nice and neat in the middle of your table groups?
Before I already know that 72 divided by 3 equals 24
Yeah.
in my head, because at the group, when I saw 72 and 3, I started dividing those, and then I got 24.
Interesting. Right away you saw that the number. So happy to hear that.
So most of the time, if you're big number, I just try to divide in my head.
Cool. Yeah, when you see those friendly numbers up in a multiplication problem or story problem, you're like, okay, I know this is going to work out, but how? All right, let's do 10 points to the Eagles and 10 points to the Cougars because they put their dollar bills together so quickly. And that makes me happy. The rest of you, hurry up. All right, your next task is going to be to get your student workbook out. And this is going to be a page you can rip out. It is page 211 and 212. Nope, just put it in the bag in the middle of your table. Nope, keep your math spirals out, please.
Why did it have to be a word problem?
Yeah, in just a minute.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if I could just make a public service announcement, can you please put your name on top of these pages? I had 6 no-namers on Friday when I was correcting papers. 6 in May. 6 no-namers. That was crazy town. $211 and $212. One right on the back of the other. $211, $212. Alrighty, I'll wait. Before I let you guys run with this, I want to make sure we're all on the same page, literally, and that's page 211. So number 1, well, let me read you the instructions. Story problem instructions. Work with a partner to share ideas and problem-solving strategies. Use numbers, labeled sketches, or words to model and solve each problem. Show all your work as well as the answer. And you do not have to work the problems in order. So if you want to jump around from 1 to 3 to 2, feel free. It's up to you. You know your learning style. All right, so number 1 says, Mrs. Sanchez gave her 3 grandchildren $78 to share equally. How much money did each grandchild receive? Who can help me identify what the equation I'm solving for is? Jose.
3 divided by 78.
Okay, I see 78. I'm going to highlight it, and I'm going to highlight 3. Even though it wasn't the number 3, Josiah picked up on the word 3. So, but is it 3 divided by 78? Am I taking $3 and dividing it by 78 children? No.
You gotta put it in the right place value.
So how would I write this?
You put it 78
Uh-huh.
divided by 3.
Got it.
Easy money.
Easy money. So I've identified the equation I'm solving for. Next thing I'll do is solve. Alrighty. So what I'd like you to do is work at your table on numbers 1 and 2 and then stop. Yes, Micah.
You put the money symbol before or after?
Look back to the text to help you. Where is it at there? Boom. Okay, so 1 and 2 can be done at your tables and then stop. But if you really feel the itch to need to go on, you can flip to the back and work on 4, 5, 6, or 7. But just don't do number 3. Just don't do it. If you feel like you want to do it, don't. Just don't. Just don't do number 3. All right, and at the back table, I would like my friend Daniel Van Brocklin, Josiah, Nevaeh, and Emily Lewis. Come on back. Yes. Bring the money, yes. Oh, I need my paper. And you can work independently if you want to, and just check answers off of each other.
The middle button.
The middle button. All right, thank you. All right.
I got the money for all this.
Perfect, thank you. So straight away, Josie, you were able to identify that this is going to be 78 divided by 3. So very similar to the problem we did with our groups just a minute ago. So, Nevaeh, how would you like to attack this problem? What are you thinking? You want to try long division? Yeah, we can do that real quick. 78 divided by 3. And that way we can do long division and then double check it with the money.
20, 5, and 1.
Okay, so 7 times what gets me close to 7? 7, 3 times 7 is 21. Remember, I'm just looking in the tens place. I'm looking at
120.
2. 3 times 2 is 6. 2
There's 3 20s.
and 7 minus 6 is 1.
Okay, that's
Bring it
60.
down.
Ooh, that's perfect.
And 3 times what gets me close to 18? That's what you got, right? 18. 3 times what number gets me close to 18? Or exactly to it? 6. 3 times 6 is 18. That would leave me with a remainder of 0.
20, 60, 70, 5.
So 3 times 2 is 6 equals 1. Bring down the 8. 3 times what number is 18?
6.
So 3 times 6 is 18. Yep. And we know we're done. Okay, so Jose, we did long division over here and we got 26. How are we feeling about that with the money? What did you get when you used the money?
Well, first, so I used 3 20s.
Okay, let's listen to Jose real quick.
So I used 3 20s.
Okay.
And so I only wanted to work with 20s.
So like starting 3 piles? Like grandchild number 1, grandchild number 2, grandchild number 3.
I wanted to only do 5s and 10s, but I needed 1 10 to get to 70.
Okay.
And then I needed 1 5 and 3 1s.
All right, so he's saying he can't evenly divide this $10 bill between 3 kids, so he's changing it out for a 5 and 5 ones.
No. I used the 10 to get to 70, and so I needed a 5 just to get me a little farther. Then I need 3 more to get me.
Okay,
to
so here we have 78. I can pass these $1 bills out evenly to my grandkids, but this can't be evenly.
Yeah, so in that part, I put this away, put these 2.
Changing it out. Okay,
But
now...
but just because I just wanted to write a 10 just because it's faster on this.
Okay, so now, so that's How much in each pile, Emily?
Emily. How much?
Each grandchild would have 26.
And that's what we got when we did long division. Perfect. Alrighty. So let's answer the question, shall we? How much money did each grandchild receive? How would you like to restate that for a statement? Okay. The grandchildren received, whoops, and look back to the text if you need help with spelling. $26 each. Now, another thing I noticed in the directions here, it said use numbers, labeled sketches, or words to model each problem. Just to make sure I get full points on this, I'm kind of going to draw a sketch too. Each. Make sure you put each, because we want to be specific and say each kid got 26, not all the kids. So I might draw, let me just show you an example of a sketch I would do. Right, we have a 20, a 1, and a 5. So we'll do like 20, 1, and 5. Kind of like a tape diagram.
Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3.
That way I'm showing the reader that how I evenly split up the money. Right?
Okay, so I have 4 kids.
Alright. So how are you attacking this problem, Jose? Like, how do you know where to start?
Well, first I have that they had 66, and it's asking me how much did they all get, so 56 is an even number, so it's kind of easy to put it in. So first I want to start out with tens.
So you notice right away it's an even number, so it's going to be divided evenly? Alright, so I'm going to read number 2 out loud to catch these guys up, okay? Are you guys ready?
I read it down.
Number 2. James, Kendra, Nick, and Natasha spent $56 to buy a present for their Aunt Jane. If they all contributed the same amount, how much did each person contribute? And remember, contribute just means give. How much did each person give?
Okay, so that's 10.
So first question, how many people are helping buy this? 4. James, Kendra, Nick, and Natasha, right, Daniel? 4 people. So I'm guessing that I'm going to divide this by 4? Or I don't know, what do you think? 56 divided by 4? Do you guys agree? Yeah. Okay, let's do it. So I'm going to just take a real quick lap around the room, but go ahead and get started on this one. See if there's a way that you can get it going. And then I'll come back and check in with you, okay? And there's money here if you want to get some money going.
So I need $56.
Okay. All right, 131. Once you've completed numbers 1 and 2 and you've kind of have a gauge of how you're feeling about this lesson, I would like you to go move your sticker on the stoplight chart. So first, Cougars and Vikings, go ahead and go make your call.
220.
Okay.
20, 10, that's 40. Let's do 75 because you don't know.
Keep going. So how much money do we have total? 56?
There's no 40.
Well, we're getting all the way up to 56.
More than that.
50.
So
I need 10, 50. No more 20.
All right, Huskies and Vikes, go ahead.
all of them will get 1
I need 6 ones. No, I just need 5 and then 1.
$1. All right. So here's our, this is $56?
Yeah.
Well, let me double check this. 20, 40, Emily, count with me. 20,
50, 55, 56.
okay, beautiful. And I'm, how many people am I splitting this again?
4.
4. Okay, with what I've got here, can I make 4 equal groups?
Yeah. Well, that's 5.
Right. And if one person puts $1, that's not fair, right? If Ashley puts in $1 for Mother's Day and you put in 20, not gonna happen. So how can we maybe break up some of these bills to make them into smaller bills? You want to switch this out for 2 5s? Sure. 2 5s, please.
I'm the banker, I guess.
You're the banker, I guess.
From Monopoly.
Okay, I still think we need to break it down even more.
So, like, probably a 20 and two 10s.
All right, anyone who hasn't moved their number yet, go ahead. Oh, okay, switching that out for 2 10s.
2 10s.
Okay.
So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We could put these together and then the 5s.
What if we broke this into 2 10s?
Yeah, 20.
Because then, okay, wait. I think we're getting it. Okay. There's our 4 groups, right? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And then
But I don't have enough to give each person one of these. And that's the trouble.
put 4 more on the one.
All right. Move your number, then take a seat quickly, please. Thank you, Bella and Daniel J, for being so prompt.
Or maybe we can add these 2 together and turn into a 10.
Or we could add 4 ones to that one. Put it into group.
Okay, so you mean like
How are we going to break it?
break what, the 5s?
Yeah, like we need like 5 ones.
Okay, so switch this out for 5 1s. I think Nevaeh has some 1s. Joe, do you have any extra 1s?
Yeah.
1, 2. I'll be the banker. 2.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. I have 3 right here.
No, I have 1 more. So I need 1 more. I'm gonna be with the banker.
So I need 5 1s, right? Can I have my 5 1s? This is it right here. 1. No, these are 5s. Here we go. 5 1s. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 6. But here's my 4 groups. Are they even yet? I don't know, man. Well, I know that each one of these could be like that.
Yeah.
But then I don't have enough to keep going. I think I might have to turn these ones in too.
To make a 10?
To make 10 1s.
10 ones? Wait. Yeah, I need 10 ones. What about instead of 10 ones, this 5? 10 ones. 10 ones. 5 ones.
I'm trying to do it in a different way.
We just need some 1s. Do you have any?
Yeah, I have a bunch.
Do you have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9? Do you have 1 more?
1 more.
Or ask Mason if you can borrow 1.
Yeah, I don't have any more. I'm broke.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay.
Okay, so we got the money.
Here's your 2 5s. Now, can we divide this evenly?
I need 3 ones. I need 3 ones to get my full answer.
Can I do it?
Yes, you can do it.
Okay. I just did something.
2, 3, 4.
It's okay. I just did something where I put 2 of the people and put them into a group. I kind of just cut the people in half, put them into a group, and now I have this. And if I put 3 more ones in here, I got my answer.
For 56 divided by 4? Or you moved on to the next one?
What you got it?
I'm on this. 56. So 20, 40,
But we're dividing.
50, and then both of the groups would get 3.
But remember, we're having 4 people. 1, 2, 3, 4 people are splitting the
Yeah,
56.
so I split them into 2 people, so now there's 2 groups of 2 people.
Oh, and then you'll split that up?
Yeah, and now I did, no, 3, 1, 3, 1, so then I got my answer.
Would the answer be 21 or 18 because there's a remainder of 3? Would it be 18?
What number?
Number 6. Would it be 21 or 18?
You're going to have to break $1 down. If you have a remainder of $3, break that dollar down between 4 people. Right? You can go down to quarters and dimes and stuff.
I got the answer. I got the answer 14.
Okay. I would double check that with multiplication. See if 4 times 14 equals 56. We got it on camera for life, dude.
Okay, so both groups got 28.
14 is 48.
4 times 4 is not 8. What?
Oh, I'm 14.
How are we doing?
I'm having a hard time on this because if
Let me see real quick.
on this one, because if there's remainder 3 and there's only, but there's 4 people.
So can you take $3 and split it between 4 people? If you broke it down to
Oh,
quarters,
yeah.
nickels, and stuff? Okay. All right, 131, can I have voices, please? Josiah, can you take a seat, please? You're blocking my camera, and this is my big break. Okay, so now the time has come. Has everyone moved their number?
No.
Yes, ma'am. No. I have.
Can you 4 go move your number real quick? About how you're feeling? Your next task is to, now is the time. I want you to go ahead and complete number 3 on your worksheet, but this one specifically needs to be done independently. You can use the money, you can use sketches, but you cannot use your partner. You cannot use someone else's brain. I need just your brain working on number 3 on your own, okay? Any questions about that? Kinsey Fillmore?
Can I finish the problem?
Absolutely. And your next order of business will be completing number 3. Yes, Bear?
There's a remainder of 3 on 6.
There is. Can you split $3 equally between 4 people? If you broke it down to quarters and, yeah, maybe. Yes, Jose? Yes. Alrighty. So I'm going to ask for a 0 voice level as we're completing number 3. And finishing up this worksheet for now.
Number 2 called me and I can't do my thing because I can't find 9 on my board.
Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'll look into that. Did you already do yours or no?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't do. My apologies. Just use number 4 for today until we find yours, okay? Straight away, let's work on number 3. Let's get a fresh start on something new. Students at Shoreham School held a big sale to raise money to buy books. They earned $90. If 5 classes share the money equally, how much will each class gift? So what equation do you think we're trying to solve for here?
90 divided by 5.
Perfect. Go ahead and jot that down. You've got the first step already completed. Okay, now remember, when we're writing division problems, we can do it straight across. That way our brain can start thinking about this, right? And how they're related. Okay. So which strategy are you going to use to tackle that?
Skip counting.
Okay. Good approach. Continue on. Oh, yeah. There you go. Yes, ma'am.
So it's asking us to school had a big sale to raise money to buy books. They earned $90. If 5 classes share the money equally, how much will each class get? Is it asking how much money will each class get, or how many books will each class get?
If the 5, here you mean? We're talking money, sharing the money equally.
So from a sentence, we explain what
So you did boom to boom. Oh, distributive property. Fantastic. Yeah. Money, girl. In addition to knowing her facts, Kinsey Fillmore just used distributive property to solve number 3, an approach I haven't seen yet today. Well done. Yes, sir.
Is it telling me to make up my own people classes?
No, let's read this. Students at Shoreham School held a bake sale to raise money to buy books. They earned $90. If 5 classes share the money equally, how much will each class get?
Yes, counting by 5s.
Feeling good about your 5 facts, huh?
Yep,
Good.
by 5.
Sweet. Hey, Joes, can you hand me my highlighter, please? Thank you.
Wait, won't that be?
Okay, let me read this to you. Students at Shoreham School held a bake sale to raise money to buy books. They earned $90. If 5 classes share the money equally, how much will each class get? From those details, can you get a division problem going? Oh, you were on the right track the first time. Follow your heart. Okay, you got it, girl. Now we got to figure out which would be the easiest way to solve this, or most efficient way. Think about that's a good approach. Okay, so this division equation is correct. And tell me more about what you're doing here.
I did 90 times 90.
Why 90 times 90? Okay, I'm going to tell you you're on the right track here, but this, you're going a little off track. So bring it back to this idea. Yes, sir.
I have to finish the back to turn it in.
Tomorrow. Yeah.
Do I turn it in right now?
No, keep it. Okay.
I don't know if it's a student or what it's called.
Say again?
I don't know what I did with English strategy, and even if I did English strategy, I don't know what it's called.
Oh, the over strategy. Instead of doing 90 divided by 5. Wait, did you get it?
50 plus 40 equals 90
Oh, that's
times
distributive property. You chunked it out. Yeah.
Are we gonna get our mash sprouts?
Yes. Yeah, as soon as Mason comes back.
What about the money?
No, money I'll start collecting. I'll probably go there for you.
Decimals because I'm not eating money.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of
So you're thinking you have $3 left at the end, right? A remainder of 3?
I started thinking like 75 divided by 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking that was wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thinking.
No, you're right. Tanya and 3 friends. That'll be 4 people. So you're right. It is going to be 75 divided by 4. And it's going to have a remainder. But since it's money, think of it as like if you had $3, could you break it down even further into quarters or dimes or whatever?
Yeah, I figured out the problem.
Yeah. Good. Kinsey? Oh, that's crazy. Yes. Okay, hold it. Just about done. Go ahead, Micah. Do you have to dash out of here? I'm gonna give him a little brain break before we do problem strings. Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we have $90 here? Are you on number 3? You have $90 in 5s?
No, not yet. Yeah, I have $90 in 5.
So can we take these 20s out?
Yeah, but it doesn't.
Because I won't have enough 20s to give to 5 people. Because if I had 20 times 5, it's going to be 100, and that's too much. I would do exactly what you're doing and get $90 in 5s. Do you have enough, or do I need to get you more?
No, I have enough. It just isn't equal.
It is equal.
No, there's not enough 5s. I counted.
So we have a total of $90 divided between 5 classes, right? So something times 5 is going to equal 90. And I know this is possible because multiples of 5 end in 5 and zeros. So I know that's going to work out. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I think we only got 15s.
Cool.
They're a little bit easier to say.
Wherever you're at in the process, I'd like you to put your money down, put your pencils down, put your highlighters down, and bring yourself to the carpet. It's going to be a quick one. We won't need scouts. Alrighty. Okay, man, would you be so kind as to give me my worksheet? It's on the back table, the one that we just solved. Has my name on top because I remember to put my name. Don't worry about that. Thank you, sir. Okay, so the one that we just solved together, numbers 1 and 2, and then I asked you to solve number 3 on your own. So when I'm looking straight away at this problem, when it shows up, when it decides to show up, students at Shoreham School held a bake sale to raise money to buy books. They earned 90 bucks. If 5 classes share the money equally, how much will each class get? I see the total of $90, and I see that I'm sharing it between 5 classes. So I see the division problem, 90 total dollars divided by 5 classes. Each class will get blank. Now, me as a learner, I always just like to do this. I like to say, okay, then that means 5 times blank equals something. Or no, equals 90. That I know. 90 divided by 5 equals blank. That means 5 times blank equals 90. Okay, so then I just have to fill in the blanks. Real quick, what were some strategies that we used to solve this? Kinsey Fillmore.
First I did because I knew that 5 times 10 equals 50.
Okay.
And 90 minus 50 is 40. And I know 5 times 8 equals 40. So then I had a time, I was multiplying it by 10. It's 8.
Yes, I'm looking at your paper because I want to follow you. Oh, I see.
So together I got
Oh.
90 out of the 50 and 40.
Mm-hmm.
And then I used a 10 and 8, so the answer would be 15.
All right, distributive property, chunking it out. Jose, what'd you do?
I just used simple multiplication, not facts.
What do you mean? Oh, what do you mean? Simple multiplication in your facts.
Just simple counting by 5s.
Counting by 5s. As soon as Jose back there got his equation written, he was like, oh yeah, 5s. I know my 5s. I can do this. I can skip count by 5s. Let's skip count by 5s to 90. Go. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. 10 plus 8 more, 18. Cool. Any other strategies, Micah?
Long division.
Long division. How did that work out for you?
I got the same answer.
Good. Knowing your facts. Anything else? Isaiah? Also long division. Bear?
You could have done the share out by ones, but I didn't do that.
Share out by 1. So making 5 circles and sharing out $90 one at a time.
Yep.
Nice job not doing that one because it probably wasn't the most efficient. Jose.
I accidentally wrote 16 down instead of 18. I heard the letter 6 just out of the bat in my head, so I'm like, 6.
Yeah.
16. So once
Crazy.
you came up here, I just remembered it was 18.
Well, that's why I'm doing it up here, to remind you of what you should have done or to help get you over that hump of not knowing what to do. Straight away, I always write the division equation and then the corresponding multiplication problem under it. Because when I'm like, oh, 5 times blank, well, like Joe said, I know my 5s. I could just count up until I got to where I needed to be. Or, like Kinsey was saying, she was like, well, I did 5 times 10, and that equals 50. And I knew it took 40 more to get to 90.
What can I times?
So 5 times what number can I get to 40? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. That was a little quicker, right? 8. And then if you look on her paper, she went 8 plus 10 is 18. Just like that. Distributive property. Do you think that strategy fits into one of the ones we already have on our chart?
It kind of fits into skip counting because she could have used her fingers to skip count to 50.
Looks like to share out in bigger chunks.
Yeah, what about share out in bigger chunks? Because she took the 5 times and she chunked out 10, kind of like when you guys were doing your $10 bills, right? Chunked out her 10s and then added some 8s in there. Yeah, cool. All right, Emily, did you happen to see anyone during our work time to give that Scout Award to? It was Abby. What was Abby doing today?
She was like focused on the word
Mm-hmm.
and
That's awesome. Focusing on work and talking with others, right? I think you guys did a fantastic job of working in groups today and keeping it low key and not wild and crazy. All right, so what I'm going to ask of you at this moment is to 2-step directions, 3-step. Let's straight. Go back to your desk, clean up your money, put your workbooks away. We're going to continue this worksheet tomorrow, so don't turn it in to me yet. Hold on, please. Abby, do you have a question? 2 of them. 2 stars for you. Kinsey.
Can we bring it home and
Absolutely. You don't have to, but if you'd like to. Micah.
Do we put our sparrows away?
Yeah,
I have another one. If you turn it in already, can you keep it in there?
sure.
Wait, should we pull it out though?
I'm gonna keep. She said I.
Just, you're going to need it for tomorrow's lesson. So if it's somewhere where you can grab it for tomorrow's lesson, you're good. Okay. Yes.